Good morning from Townsville up here. I decided to come up here and have a look at the top of Kissing Point where all the gun turrets are. There's another set of these opposite over on Maggie Island. But a beautiful, sort of coolish sort of morning, but waiting for the sun to peep its head up over the port. You're up in. As you can see, these are all the little bunkers from World War II. In fact, they've done an amazing job. We've been up in Townsville 10 years, and this whole barracks, this whole park was really just a park. Down the bottom was full of mango trees, and they spent quite a few million restoring it and paying tribute to all of the, obviously the US and the Australian alliance. But they've left all of these little old things that were here. So any of the tourists who come up and want to have a bit of a look can actually get a bit of an understanding what part Australia played in the whole lot. It's quite a spectacular thing what they've done. I'll take you for a little bit of a walk down below, since it's probably one of the times that you start to appreciate when you know you're leaving a spot, because we've been here 10 years and it's time to head back west. You start to appreciate all the things that you walk past. And Townsville said, you can see the old concrete's weathered away a bit, but they've done a pretty good job to bring it all back. And as I said, they spent many millions up here, but it really is a great bit of Australian history, war history too, for the town. And during the day, like it's 5 o'clock in the morning now, but during the day we get a heap of visitors come up here, and you see them, especially the American guys. They come up here and they're clambering around looking at, and some of them, we've spoken to some that have actually served here during World War II. And it's really interesting to hear their take on how the city has changed. Just in 10 years, the city has grown. There used to be a lot of single roads coming in. As I said, there wasn't anything here. It's just a city that everyone needs to come and visit. It's a bit of a sleepy town, but you know what, we kind of like it like that up here. Nothing gets too fussed. But there's a set of guns like this over on Maggie Island, which we'll do probably next week or the week after, and they sort of point across the ditch here, as they would say in New Zealand. And it was just in case the Japanese came and planes came floating in. So and this is a bit of a look at the path. They've made this a good tourist attraction. It's a beautiful part to get away up here and have a bit of reflection, like on Anzac Day in November on the 11th. And the 11th, those who get up here early, pay a few respects to all those guys that have fought. And there's a couple of people in my team, actually, in my distributor team, that are armed forces as well. So it's a bit of respect for them. It really is a good part of Townsville's heritage. Something you should come on up and have a look at. Have an amazing day. And this is Jazeen Barracks. Townsville is a garrison city, has been for many years. This is the new parade that whenever there's a significant army event on, they utilise this little oval. During the week, it's obviously a little bit of a fitness ground for everyone else. But again, this used to be all full of mangoes, and they've really done a great job in restoring the history of the army in Australia, here in Townsville. And they've just done a remarkable job. It's a really good spot to come and have a look at when you're up here in the tropical north.